Hello, I'm Rachel, and I'm going to be chatting with Amy Smith. And today we're going to be discussing her role and her journey as a caregiver for her daughter with disabilities in a world that's, let's just say, not really equipped to support those with disabilities. So let's have a seat.
Thank you.
So can you share just a little bit about the delivery of your daughter and when you first found out about her diagnosis?
The labor was a little bit chaotic, but anyhow, so the doctor comes in and he says, it's not Down syndrome, it's something called Shaw syndrome. And I remember saying, oh, so is it like Down syndrome? And he said, no, it's worse.
Shaw syndrome is a rare genetic disorder found in only 1 in 50,000 babies. It is caused by the deletion of chromosome 5, or in Ella's case, a partial deletion of chromosome 5. It causes severe cognitive and developmental delays. When Amy asked her doctor what to expect for those with Shaw, he said Ella will never talk and Ella will never walk.
Can you share a story of when you felt supported or not when caring for your daughter with developmental challenges?
Doctor we had, his name was Doctor with a Z, just in case anybody out there knows him. He has to be retired by now. And I was just all like positive and, like, okay, we're going to get her into some therapy, or we'll do this with her, we'll try this with her. And I just remember him pushing up his glasses, like looking, my suggestion would just be, just go home and enjoy her. Just go home and enjoy her while you have her. Just go home and enjoy her while you have her. I said, what? I said, you're talking about my daughter like she's a Big Mac. I'm going to go home and raise her. And that's always been a resounding theme, I think, with all of us special needs families. It's like, do people even understand that we literally have to put on this like armor before we go out? Just to go to the grocery store. Just to go to the park. But here's the thing that I hope that this comes across before I have to end this interview, but I really would not change a thing. I know that sometimes I can be a smartass, and I try to make jokes when I can because, okay, so what? That's how I deal with stuff sometimes. Because it's either I'm going to go in the bathroom and cry, or I'm going to try to make a joke about it. So, but I would not change anything. I don't think you understand, like, when I am around my girlfriends, and that's another thing. I was pregnant with 5 different girlfriends. And it's very hard to see these women that get their happy ending. And I was raised Catholic. I still go to Mass every single week. And I remember this one time, a lady said to me, I didn't know her that well. She was like a friend of a friend. We were all out to dinner. She looked at me and said, I can't believe you still believe in God even after all this. And I said, what? And I said, yeah, I still go to Mass every week. God picked Ella out for me. Like, I just remember elbowing my friend Kelly. I said, can you give me another glass of wine, please? God, I'm gonna have to deal with this chick. Please get me another glass of wine. But that's funny. Isn't that amazing that people, like, I don't think God is punishing me. That is for damn sure. I have never thought that, and I will never think that. When I am taking Ella for a walk, and it's just her and I, and it is a good day, and she had a good night's sleep, and I got to sleep, and I feel rested, and I'm walking along, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I'll literally look up to the sky and I'll be like, oh God, thank you so much for giving her to me. Like, she's so cute. Sometimes I'll say, Ella, oh my God, you're so cute. How did you get so cute? She'll say, Mama. And I'm like, oh, well, thank you. No.
Thank you for your time today. Is there anything else that you would want to share with the audience or would want the audience to know about your role as a caregiver?
I believe that I was meant to have this kid. And I even tell my friends this all the time. Joe and I broke up a few times before we even got pregnant with Ella. And I remember thinking, yes, what if one of those breakups would have stuck? And I would have never had Ella. I don't want a single piece of the puzzle to be taken out because it wouldn't be our story.
Daily, Amy pours love and attention into Ella, and together they defy the odds. Once a doctor told Amy that Ella would never walk, but at 7 years old, Ella took her first step and has been unstoppable ever since.